Hey stars! In today's video, I'll be telling you all of the tips I have on becoming a Roblox rant. Stay tuned till the end, because there will be a thumbnail tutorial. Y'all might not know what a ranter is. A ranter is a person who rants. A ranter is basically somebody who makes commentary videos. A rant video is a type of content where people usually share their thoughts and opinions. Rant videos can be about literally anything. It doesn't need to necessarily be about Roblox. Rant videos also talk about recent situations that have been happening online. To me, rant videos are really fun to make. If you're someone who likes sharing their opinions and discussing drama, then this type of content is definitely for you. I'm pretty sure y'all have a hard time searching for topics, and that is completely normal. I always struggle to find topics no matter how hard I try. I found out that finding topics is actually really simple. My best tip is to talk about whatever you feel like talking about. You're not gonna have fun if you rant about something you don't want to. You could rant about something that you really want to get off your chest. You could even rant about an update you disliked in a game. If you really cannot come up with any ideas, then you should definitely take inspiration from other ranters' videos. And what I do if I can't come up with anything is I ask my subscribers for video ideas. And if you still cannot find any topic, then you should post a video which isn't a rant. It could be a gameplay video, canna edit, anything. You can even expose someone, but make sure you have enough evidence to prove your points, because you can't prove anything without evidence. A really great tip I have is to never talk about ragabytes. I've already made an entire video dedicated to ragabitters and what they are, so I won't talk about them much. However, if you don't have a lot of knowledge about ragabiters, then I highly recommend you watch my video about them. Also, you shouldn't discuss topics which are like overly popular and everybody knows about. You also shouldn't discuss old news. Trust me, it's so much easier to make a good video if you have a strong opinion on the topic. What I mean by this is choose a topic that you genuinely have an opinion on. Please don't make toxic rants, guys. And I know I've made one before the wolf video, but at that time I didn't understand the concept of ragabitters, and I was just really mad. Don't make the same mistake as me. An example of a toxic rant is like, this person is an idiot. I know rants are supposed to be for sharing opinions, but sometimes it gets to a point where it is toxic and you're just being rude. If you've done that before, no worries. I also did, however, I learned from my mistake. Also, you shouldn't discuss overly complex topics, unless you are really passionate about sharing your opinion on that topic. Planning is extremely important. The first step of planning is to obviously come up with a good topic. And before doing anything else, you must research. Research is literally the most important thing in planning. You cannot forget the research. The reason why you should do research before doing anything else, because you might find out that the topic isn't very interesting or something. Once you've done your research and have fully confirmed that you would like to rant on this topic, then you can start with the real planning and make sure that you've done all the research. Once you're done with the research, you should make a Google document or something similar to it and add in all the important bits of information and bullet points. If you're going to be using your real voice in your videos, then I very highly recommend creating a script which you could read off of. In your Google document or something similar, you should also add in all the images that you will be adding to your video in it. If your video is long, then you should divide your video into sections, which are chapters. In these chapters, you would discuss different parts of the topic you're ranting about. I also plan my thumbnails. Sometimes, here is a sketch that I made for a thumbnail. It's very messy, I know, when you're planning out thumbnails. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be messy just as long as you understand it. Here's how the actual thumbnail turned out. Planning your videos is really important, and keep in mind that research is extremely important. However, the only case where you don't need to research for a video is when you're sharing your own opinion about a game update, for example. Of course, everybody has different planning styles, so you don't have to do it exactly the way I do it. My way is just writing down on a Google document, but another effective way is making a mind map. Having a consistent uploading schedule is key. If you don't know what a consistent uploading schedule is, it means posting regularly at a specific time or day. My biggest recommendation for uploading consistently is to not upload every day. You shouldn't pressure yourself to post every day because it can make your videos feel less special, and this could lead to fewer views. Another downside is that if you upload every day, then that means that you put in less effort in each video. If you are looking to maintain a consistent uploading schedule, then you should post once a week or twice a week. Or you could even post one video every 2 weeks, or maybe even post once a month if you put a lot of effort in your videos. For me personally, I usually upload on Fridays and Saturdays because I have a lot of free time, and on other days I need to focus more on school. And of course, I'm not a robot, guys. Of course, I'm not gonna post every single week. You need to take breaks, but don't take too much breaks. You should take breaks when you're traveling, or if you're feeling stressed, or if you have a lot of studying that you need to do. If you want, this is optional. You could create videos and then schedule them to upload when you are on a break. And I know I've mentioned this in a previous video, but quality over quantity always. The quality of your videos is so important. The amount of effort you put in your videos is so much more important than the amount of times you upload. Like if you uploaded once a month and put in your best efforts and spent so much time on the video, then that would be so much better than uploading low-effort videos every day. And I know it's hard maintaining a consistent uploading schedule without having motivation. Trust me, I always procrastinate, and you might be struggling with the same thing. What helps me is that I always set goals. For example, I set a timer for 25 minutes to finish half a chapter for my video. And after that timer, I take a small break and get back to working, and I set a new goal. For example, finish the other half of the chapter. And after every goal I complete, I reward myself so that I can stay motivated. And whenever I feel like I can't do this anymore and I just want to quit the video, then I remind myself why I started the channel. I also think about all my fans that are probably waiting for a new video. If you feel bored while editing your video, you should listen to music or watch a video while editing. I usually listen to music with no words since it helps me concentrate. Having a consistent uploading schedule keeps you organized, and your viewers will know when you upload. There are so many different ways that you can engage with your audience. You should always reply to comments, especially questions. Replying to comments means that you actually care about your fans. But obviously, if you have so many comments on a video and can't reply to the questions, then that's fine. And you should always be kind when replying. If you see a hate comment, then delete it. Don't reply to it because they are just seeking for attention. You can also interact with your fans by hosting a Q&A. I've done 2 Q&As in the past, and my fans really got to know me better. And if you manage to get more popular, then I recommend that you host meet and greets on Roblox. I've done several meet and greets before, and it was really fun because I got to play games with my fans. All sorts of competitions like fan art competitions are very good because fans can participate in them, and that way your channel becomes more interactive. There is a tab on your YouTube channel called Community Posts. So another good way to engage with your fans are polls. Here is me making some random poll about pistachio cheesecake. You can use polls to see what video your fans want to see. I made a poll to see which video would my fans want to see, and this one got the highest number of votes. Fans' recommendations are important. You have to think of your fans when making a video. Think about whether they will like it or not. Even if your videos might seem perfect, you should always try your best to improve. These interactive activities really mean a lot to your fans since they know that you care. I feel like this is something which should be unspoken since everybody knows, but I feel like this needs to be included. You should always thank your fans whenever you reach a specific milestone. Even just a small thank you message is alright. This is just what I do, but for every 10,000 subscribers you hit, I do a special event like a competition. Making Discord servers or Roblox groups where you could directly communicate with your fans is also great. If you're going to make one of those, make sure that you are actively chatting in your group or server. So first, for titles. Do not make a title in all capital letters with an excessive amount of emojis and question marks. It just looks like some clickbait video. A good title should have correct spelling, and you should only keep a few words capitalized. And now for the thumbnail tutorial that y'all probably skipped the entire video. I use Procreate for my thumbnails, but it does cost money. If you're looking for a free alternative, then you should use Ibis Paint X. First off, create a new artwork and you have to make the size 1280x10 720 pixels. Size is important because YouTube won't allow another size. Here I'm going to be removing the background of my image with remove.bg. Here I'm just adding my avatar in and resizing it. The second thing you should do is create the background. I forgot to make a sketch for this thumbnail, so I'm just making it out of imagination. I thought that the background was really basic, so I blurred the lines to make it have a cool effect, which will really make your video stand out. If you have your avatar in a video, then you should make it so that your character can sort of blend in with the background. I don't know how to explain this. Here I'm creating a shadow behind my character so that it can stand out. I create shadows by duplicating the photo of my avatar and clicking the option Alpha Lock, and I color my full avatar black. Then, once I've colored it all black, I remove the Alpha Lock and find the blur option, and if there is too much shadow, then I just adjust the opacity. Now I'm adding the text, which is obviously very important, so I really have to make it stand out. Fonts are extremely important. I'll show some fonts on the screen right now, which I very highly recommend you use for thumbnails. My favorite font is Arjal in bold and italic. Make sure that your text is big enough on the thumbnail and not super tiny. Sometimes, what I do is make my text all white, then add a red shadow behind it, but it really depends on what video I'm making. For this text, I'm making the shadow a darker color of the background so that you can see it clearly. Now, you can see the text a lot more clearly. Now, I'm looking for images to add to my thumbnail. I found these correct and incorrect symbols to add. Images are important because they can tell a lot about what type of video you're making. Make sure that you add shadows to your images. Shadows are so much more important than you think, and they make your videos look more clear and high quality. I'm adding text on both sides to fill in the empty space, because you do not want your thumbnail to look empty. The correct and incorrect images can mean anything, so I'm just adding some text on top to explain it. More shadows, guys. For this next step, I will be using overlays. So I'll be showing y'all all the overlays that I use for my thumbnails, so feel free to take screenshots of them and resize them to fit your thumbnail. I experimented with different overlays, but none of them suited the thumbnail, so I didn't use any for this one. Make sure that you made everything perfect. There are a bunch of cool effects which I think are also on Ibis Paint X, so I always check if any of them would suit the thumbnail. Here is how the final thumbnail turned out. Here is the speed paint of me creating the thumbnail. Anyways, that's all for the video. Oh wait, I didn't realize how long this video is. Is this the longest video on the channel? If y'all have any questions about ranting, let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to respond to all of you. Bye stars and have a great day.
Why are y'all still watching? You're supposed to click off the video now. If you truly watched till the end, then comment too. Confuse everyone. Still watching? Well, since you're here, and you actually stayed until the end, comment so that I know you actually watched till the end.
Bro, you're supposed to click off the video now. There aren't any more rant tips. Go away.